Sir, good evening, sir.
Hello, Clement.
How are you, sir?
I'm good. Say hello to everyone.
Hi, guys.
So let us get, yeah, okay. Today it's Rashi, Anshika, Mr. Captain, Devian, Aniket Singh, Yoy Yagesh. Hi, everybody. Hello, hello, Zaid. So just again, another reminder, this session is only about engineering. Clement is a fourth engineer and soon to be a third engineer. Probably, I believe next ship he will be joining as third engineer.
Yes, sir.
Already planned? Oh, very nice. Yeah, cool. So he'll be joining soon on my request, and lots of people were asking about the engineering side. So I thought, hey, why not do a session with, first-hand information from Clement. All right, so, okay, 16 billion people have joined. So Clement, you just go ahead and, start your, introduce yourself.
Yes, sir. This is Clement here. I've done my started college and schooling, everything in Chennai. After my 12th, I did my 4 years of BE Marine Engineering. And then I entered Navigate Ship Management. I did my sailing as an engine cadet. And then I gave my class 4 exam. And then I did my sailing as a junior engineer. And then I've done 2 more sailings as a fourth engineer.
Right. So your engine cadet, how many months you did sailing as engine
I
cadet?
did 8 months, sir. 8 months as an engine cadet.
How much is the requirement?
Requirement is 120 days. That will be your propelling days. So you'll need to do 6 months for your
6 months.
exam.
So basically 6 months anyways, whenever you join as engine cadet 6 months contract, so by default, you get it.
Yes, sir. For engine cadet, we'll be getting it as 8 months. And for junior engineer, we'll be getting 6 months. Same like deck cadet. The same thing.
Got it. All right. So what else? So you did your 4 years of marine engineering from Chennai.
Yes, sir. 4 years of marine engineering in Chennai. And in that, 6 months of IV in Cochin Shipyard.
All right. Okay. So basically, what is in general, okay, what is the eligibility criteria for joining as an engineer?
For BE Marine, you need to have taken science group. And you have to score 55 to 60% of PCM in your 12th. And then you can join any college, or you can go into counseling in Chennai. In south of Chennai, we have this Anna University, so you can go ahead with that. And through counseling, you can join. Or else, if you wish to join in any other colleges, you can join it. You have to pay some donations or anything.
Right. And how about the people from diploma in mechanical? Is there a way?
Diploma in mechanical, triple E, that's electrical, and diploma in marine engineering is also there. Once they complete their diploma, they can straight away come and join as second year students in BE Marine Engineering. And they get the same graduation as how the normal BE Marine Engineering students get.
Okay. All right. Okay, we will ask about the degree in mechanical as well. So we're just going step by step. So there is a way. So there is 4 years of marine engineering, which is the standard way. Now,
Yes,
if people who have done diploma in mechanical, they can also enter directly into the second year.
Yes, sir.
Any percentage criteria, if you remember, or you want me to check it from if you have done
diploma in mechanical, you just have to complete it like how we complete our BE marine. You have to complete your mechanical, and you no need to, you shouldn't get like second class and all. A decent score is good enough. and then you can just apply in your college, and there will be in my college there were 6 seats
60,
which was
okay.
kept for diploma. So for them they are called the lateral entry students. So for lateral entry there will be 6 seats already allotted for them from first year. So those 6 seats will be filled when they come to second year.
Okay. So this Anglo-Eastern website is mentioning that diploma aggregate is 60%. So just check out the sites of the colleges where you're planning to join. So just check out the aggregate requirement of diploma in case they have their own requirement. Next, we'll talk about mechanical. Now, somebody who's done 4 years of mechanical engineering, then you can
4
share.
years of mechanical engineering, we can do it in GME. We have to do 1 year extra. I mean, like you have to study for 1 year, and that will be more of a practical type of session because they're coming from a background which they don't know anything about marine. They know everything about mechanical. But marine is almost equal to mechanical. But the most of the marine side you need to know. So they'll be having a 1 year course of GME. And in that they will give you hands-on experience on everything.
All right. So which one would you prefer? Somebody who's completed his 12th and he wants to become an engineer. So fastest way is to do 4 years marine engineering. But how about doing mechanical and then 1 year GME, doing 1 year extra?
No, sir. I wouldn't prefer both, sir. I would prefer if they do diploma in EEE, and then after doing the diploma in EEE, and then when they come a second year in BE Marine, that will be the best option. Because in engineering side, electrical is a very difficult task. Now, some companies don't have electrical officers also. So if we do our diploma in EEE, we'll be having some basic knowledge about electrical. So with that electrical knowledge background, if we come and do our BE Marine, it will be like we'll become all-rounders. Like we'll know everything in the engine department. So it will be very helpful if we do our EEE and then if we come back to BE Marine.
Okay, okay. So in your 4 years of marine engineering, the electrical part is not a major topic?
No, electrical part was a subject, but it wasn't like a major topic. Like in EEE, they are going to give you hands-on experience, and EEE is going to be focused as a main subject. The electrical is the main subject. But here, marine, all machineries and all this, like how do you decarb the engine and all this stuff is there. Electrical is given a little back. So I felt that doing diploma in EEE and then coming into BE Marine will be really helpful.
All right, but in that case, if somebody wants to be an engineer, so he's doing 3 years of diploma, then 3 years of
Yes, sir.
marine. So
Marine
6 years in total.
6 years, yes,
So
sir.
he's losing 2 years, no, technically.
No, but diploma you'll be joining after 10th, no? So 11th and 12th is not there, no, for them.
Yeah.
So it is your choice. So they can
After
do it
10th,
after 12th or after 10th also they can do. So in that it will get this thing.
Got it. So, but then if somebody who's done his 12th standard and he wants to join the engineering side, then what is the best?
I can't get you. Come again, sir?
Yeah, somebody who's done his 12th standard, for example, me, I've completed my 12th and I want to
Okay,
join
sir.
engineering side. So the best option is 4 years of marine engineering.
Yeah, after 12th, then the best option is 4 years of marine engineering. Then there's nothing after 12th. Like after 10th, if you want to go into marine, if you're so focused, then we can go into EEE and then you can go into marine.
All right. Next, any idea about the current scenario regarding GME since colleges are down and it's all practical based?
Yes, and now it is down, but I guess in Cochin Shipyard it's going on still. GME, and in Emmet also it is going on, I believe.
Okay.
I did my 6 months of IV in Cochin Shipyard. We were studying parallelly with the GME course students for 1 year. So all of us were staying in the same dormitory, and they were doing for the 1 year course and we were doing for the 6 months course. And GME students have the privilege of good placements also. Many companies come and take placements for GME students. They have a good opportunity. because GME has all big companies. The institutions which have GME have all big companies with them.
And what about the placement opportunities? So you're saying GME ke baad, the chances of getting placement is better than the 4 years marine engineering?
It depends on the college. BE Marine, if you do in a recognized college, then you'll be getting a good placement. But GME are like people who will almost, they'll be getting a recommendation from companies and they'll be coming. So 80% of the GME students will be sponsors of some companies. So you can get a recommendation letter from the company and you can do your course.
Okay, now question from my side. I have completed my 4 years of mechanical engineering. Now can I approach any shipping company first, get sponsorship and then do my GME? Is it possible that way?
Yeah, you can do that way. So you can approach a shipping company, your mechanical, if you do your mechanical engineering or naval architect, whatever, you have to get a good percentage. Like if your percentage is really good, if you had scored first class, like if your percentage is above 90%, you can definitely go to a company and they will sponsor you, and that sponsor letter you can go and do in all high institutes. Like Cochin Shipyard is a very good GME thing. You have 100% placement in Cochin Shipyard. So you can do. And whereas for fleet management, they have their own GME college. So you can do your this thing in fleet management and you can get a placement also. It is like that. It is like GME has a lot of advantage in that side, placement side.
Okay. Because I was thinking that, being a mechanical, then the shipping companies won't entertain you till you get your marine engineering.
In Cochin Shipyard, if you need to join, you need to have sponsorships, or only then we can join as GME students. So everybody in Cochin Shipyard will be having sponsorships.
Okay. Okay. Any information, because I will find an electrical officer, TN, I will get a ETO someday, and I will talk about the joining prospects of joining as an ETO. Okay, one question, we'll just pick up this one. Where is Fleet Management GME College? So the address, you can check out Google. I would not know. I don't think you would know where is the GME College of Fleet Management.
No, sir. It's in Chennai, but I'm not sure where it is.
Yeah, use Google, guys. We are not here. We don't remember all the addresses of all those colleges. Any other questions concerning, how, what, any issues, and only the questions pertaining to engineering side, how to join the merchant navy. Okay, one generic question. Why did you are a very bright engineer, that's there, I know you. So why did you choose engineering? Why, person who clears his 12th standard, so what factor he should consider before choosing the engine department or the deck side? You chose engine, so why did you choose engine?
No, actually, from small till 11th standard or 12th standard, my ambition was to become a captain. I had so much of dream to become a captain, but like after 12th standard, I got to know that there are a lot of work in machines, like machines in engine side. So I wanted to see like how this machine works, how this happens, and all this stuff. So I wanted to go more into machines. So that is why I went into engineering, sir.
Okay. So basically your love for machineries came later.
Yeah, after 12.
After 12. All right.
After
so
again, I came to know only.
Yesterday also me and we discussed that if you love machineries and you love fixing things, marine engineering is the side for you. If you want to command ship, then tech side is for you.
Master.
And just also the engineering, I always appreciate you guys, because on shore, if some machinery has broken down and if you want a spare part, you will get the spare part maybe 1 day, 2 days. But at sea, if that machinery is not working and you need to get that machinery, running back to normal, then these engineers have to find a way. They have to fabricate
the missing
spare part or something, and get that machinery running. Of course, they will get the original spare part, at the next port, but they have to get that machinery running. So it is all about, at that situation, this engineer, the best of engineers will figure out a way to get that machinery running. So that is the specialty about the marine engineering versus the shore guys, shore engineers.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What is the scope of an ITI? Any idea about the ITI, guys?
ITI.
ITI is also diploma, I believe, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So if you have diploma in mechanical, that's what he answered few minutes back. In this video, you can see
diploma
live.
in mechanical and electrical.
Okay, diploma in electrical also you can switch to.
Yes, sir.
Second year marine.
Yes, sir.
Oh, perfect. All right. So if you have completed an ITI from engineering diploma in electrical and mechanical, you can still join second year.
Yes, sir. Marine engineering.
And also he mentioned, I'll just repeat, that chances are very good to get sponsorship if you're doing GME from a reputed
yes, sir.
Any examples of few reputed? We cannot list all.
Cochin Shipyard. Yeah, Cochin Shipyard is very good. That's the best. And Fleet, as I told you, sir, they have their own college, so your placement is ready there, provided we study well there. And Amet in Anglo, they are also good. Anglo also has their own GME courses, so Anglo will definitely back up their students. And Amet also has that. Amet in Chennai.
Amet in Chennai. And there's one in Goa as well, no?
What's that?
Goa.
Yeah, in Goa it is there, but Goa, it is not for the engine part. For the GME side, it is not that this thing, sir. The most, the very reputed one is like in Cochin. Cochin Shipyard is the best. Like they are the best. And then this fleet management one, 3 or 4 years back, they had opened this GME course. So they stopped taking placements in most of the colleges, and they started taking from their own colleges. All the placements, so most of the freshly joined cadets and everyone in fleet management will be from their background.
All right. Now here I am not getting any other questions. They are just chit-chatting with each other. All right. So just a generic question. So how was your experience as an engine cadet?
Okay. My experience as an engine cadet was like really, I can't say hard for me, but it was very difficult. And the first crew who I joined with were like kind of okay, but as you know, sir, first time when a person joins, like our seniors, like they want us to learn many stuff. So in our point of view, it's definitely going to be like they are forcing us. But after that only we are going to realize that it was for our own good. So when they were telling me you have to go under the bilges and you have to do the line diagram and all that, I was like really very fed up, like why I chose this line. And after that, like after 4 or 5 months when the crew changed, and then when everybody came asking me for this, like where is this line going, where's this line going, then I felt so happy that I could like literally I could feel like how much of good they have done for me and gone, my seniors. So I would definitely not say it was a bad experience, but I had some chief engineers who were really very bad, who used to screw us a lot. It happens, sir.
See, that's part and parcel that you have. I mean, that experience is for even decades. 18 months, you will get lots of captains, chief engineer.
Yes,
okay, so, and what are the stages after you become, you clear your, you complete your CTEM as trainee engineer, then what are the stages to become a chief engineer?
After we complete our first sailing as an engine cadet, we need to do all these normal basic courses, like this engine room simulation is a must. And then we need to fill our assessment record. There's a training assessment record for us. So we need to fill that and all. And then we have to give our exams. And then afterwards, slowly we get promoted. We join the ship as a junior engineer or a fourth engineer.
So that class 3 or class 4? That is class 3, right?
Yes, sir, that's class 3. Actually, we call it, in the engine side, we call it class 4. So you all, in the deck side, you all say second mate exam. For us, it is fourth engineer's exam. But even the fourth engineer, yeah, it is actually a class 3, but we call it as a class 4 ticket.
Class 4 ticket, all right.
Yeah.
So after that, you join as a fourth engineer, then you...
Fourth engineer. Out of experience or companies they'll give us promotion as a third engineer. And then we need to sail, after our COC, we have to sail as a fourth engineer or a third engineer, officer on watch. We have to be an officer on watch for 12 months.
12
to
months,
be valid for our second engineer's exam.
That is class 2 exam.
Class 2, yes, sir. So for class 2, we'll have to do 4 months of preparatory course, and then all the refresher courses again, and then we have to give our exams again, and then we become a second engineer. And then again, you have to sail as a second engineer for 12 months, and then you get to give your chief exams.
Okay. The class 1. So class 2 takes 4 months, and then after that, written exams?
Yes, sir. Written exams and orals.
And orals. Like we have 3 functions, so anything
about yes, sir, like that. Writtens will be like, you'll be having 6 exams, 6 papers, and orals you'll be having 4 papers.
Okay, so it is, and how's the exams comparatively?
It depends on the place, sir. In India, it's very tough.
So it is not easy. It's either you do your mechanical and get a shore job without and stay away from all those exams. But if you want to join and want to become a chief engineer, then you have class 2 and class 1, which are the toughest exams. It looks easy from outside. He's a chief engineer, he's a second engineer, but the exams are toughest. And again, if you work hard, if you study hard, and if you study smart, work smart, definitely you will clear those exams. It's not impossible.
But there's another disadvantage. If you do GAB, the only disadvantage is like when you give exams, there are 2 parts, like part A and part B. Like in part B, when we complete our BE Marine Engineering, we give only part B exams throughout. For as chief engineer, as second engineer, as a fourth engineer, we give only part B exams. Part B is like the normal machineries, electricals, and naval architecture and safety. But if you are a GME student, you'll have to do even part A exam. So part A consists of thermodynamics, mathematics, and it will totally fry your brain, sir. That's the one disadvantage for GME, if you see, sir.
Oh, so GME, you're clearing your higher exams is, you have to study a little bit extra.
Yeah, thermodynamics is too much.
Thermodynamics is there.
So it's like...
thermodynamics practically on board is not much of a practical experience.
It's only full theory, sir.
All right, so what else? Okay, what is the role of a fourth engineer on board the ship? And what is the role of a third engineer? Just which machineries you handle?
For a fourth engineer, like normally what we do is like if you don't have a junior under you, so the fourth engineer will be the junior most then. So a fourth engineer duty comprises of a fifth engineer's duty and a fourth engineer's duty. So what happens is like morning we have to man the engine room at 6 o'clock because the UMS timing is for 8 hours. So after 8 hours you're not supposed to keep your ship in UMS. So morning 6 o'clock we need to man the engine room, and then we take our tank soundings to see if there is no deviation in any level or anything, and then we enter the tank soundings. As usual, we fire the incinerator, and then another person, a second engineer or a duty engineer, whoever is in charge on that day, they'll come at 7 o'clock to relieve us, and then we'll go have our breakfast, and then from 8 to 12 as usual, 8 to 12 is our work time, and then 12 to 1 is our lunch, and then till 5 we work. And then again at 9 to 10, who's like if it's third engineer's duty, he goes for 9 to 10 round. or if it's fourth engineer's duty, he goes to 9 to 10th round. And machine-wise, what a fourth engineer is in charge of is he's in charge of compressors and purifiers. A fourth engineer. In our company, in Suntech, it is purifier and air compressor. In some companies, fourth engineer takes charge of generators, and third engineer gets purifier. It is just the opposite, sir, in some companies. So, and fourth engineer even comes under second engineer. So even pumps also comes under fourth and second engineer. And as a third engineer, the duty for a third engineer he'll be in charge of a generator and boilers, and then as usual chemical inventory and all this. The main machineries he's in charge of is boiler and generator. That's his main. And the lifeboat engine, the rescue boat engine, everything comes under third engineer.
Okay, fine. We'll just take one more question. There's one Cochin shipyard. I'll take that later. Somebody wants to know the steps that we already discussed, but it just brief me na, just share again. After mechanical, what are the steps to join GME? And again, how to apply for a Cochin shipyard. So, you try to cover in this. Suppose you have completed your mechanical, so what are the steps?
Yeah, if you've completed your mechanical, you can approach to other normal institutes like AMET or Anglo or Fleet Management. But if you want like to study in a well-reputed one, and if you want to confirm your position in a company, you need to score good marks in your mechanical so that a company can sponsor you. Or if you have any recommendation, you can get it from the company, and then you need to join your Cochin shipyard. And once you do your 1 year's course, once you get your marks and everything, you can just go show that to the company. They will process everything, and they'll just 99% you will be selected, sir, because Cochin shipyard they make the students really very good, because we study in the shipyard, and they take us into ships and all. So when ships come for dry dock and all, they take us into this thing to visit and all, and they show everything. So it should be good. And so in Cochin shipyard, you will definitely be getting placements, provided you get a sponsorship letter from the company. Because some companies, they can even sponsor you, and they can tell you that they're not hiring people, it is flooded in the company. But in Cochin shipyard, if you are sponsored, they are they are deemed to help you out. They are deemed to take you in their company. So you can't play around with them.
All right. Okay. Color blindness is an issue, definitely. Okay, for joining, you need to have your 6x6, right, initially? And
yes, sir.
No color blindness.
Yes, sir. No.
But then after your class 4, you are allowed to wear specs.
Specs is allowed, sir. Specs is allowed.
All right. But color blindness, definitely not. I don't think till the rank of chief engineer, you cannot be colorblind.
And in engine side, if you're colorblind, then lube oil and fuel oil, it will be a big problem.
And on deck side, if you're colorblind, you will not know it is a red light or a green light. So colorblind is definitely not accepted, and vision only during your initial joining for deck cadet as well as engine cadet. Okay. So we covered up why you chose engine. You would have been a good deck side officer as well. Okay. Now, how do you manage your relationships with the deck guys on board? Because you spend your full day in that engine room.
No, I've got a good rapport with, from my first cadetship, I've got a good rapport with, more than engine side, I've got a good rapport with the deck side, sir, because I've always admired deck side, and I always wanted to, it was my childhood dream to become a captain. So I always admire them. And as usual, 8 to 12 watch is a third officer's watch. So what I do is after my night rounds at 10 o'clock, I go to the third officer's watch and I see what he's doing. I see him plotting this big map and all the chart correction he does. He'll be showing me as to what he's doing and all. And at that time it will be really pitch dark. And then sometimes in the morning, sometimes I had a chief engineer who sent me to the cargo tank, and he said, you go and see what is inside the cargo tank. You see how it is, because nobody would have seen this also. Nobody would have got a chance. I mean, engine side. So I happened to go there. Then they told me to go on top and see in the bridge what is happening. So I had many nice chief engineers also, sir. So like my rapport with the deck side is really very good, sir. I have no this thing. I don't argue and all with them. No, not at all.
Perfect. And so, who was your favorite captain so far? Leave it, leave it. So, okay, but I can say you are appraising Cochin Shipyard a lot. But I can say if you have passed out from Cochin Shipyard, then trust me, they have really worked hard on you. I mean, they have really worked hard on their students because I have sailed with him on my last ship, and the chief engineer who was there first time in the company, coming from Gem Tankers, first time in the company, but he's seen his work standards and he was super impressed with him. And me being a deck side, and I come to know from chief engineer because when we were you remember when we handed over a ship, no? So we know we had to sign you off, and then the entire responsibility came on third engineer, which he was not that good in managing. So what happened was, we regretted. I should have taken a stand and signed off somebody else. I should have signed off the chief cook or my junior officer. I should have signed off instead. But we should have retained you because chief engineer really missed you when you signed off, and he was really, I mean, working day and night, getting the same thing which you would have figured out, and did it for him in like few hours. But he was really struggling. Third engineer was working hard, no doubt. Third engineer was working hard.
Yes,
second
sir.
engineer was doing it, but you would have done it in a better way, in a faster way, and you would have been an asset. So this guy Clement is damn good in his knowledge, and all because of the education that he's got from Cochin Shipyard that he's saying. And I think it's like I admire Rahman and Chanakya, but I think this Cochin Shipyard also I think I admire. Plus, I hope you join as a third engineer because you deserve it. Chief engineer has given you a damn good appraisal. I
Thank you,
totally
sir.
agree. And yeah, this guy is having awesome relationship with the deck guys. And it more or less, I've been a second mate, third mate. We have a good understanding. The third engineer will have a good relationship with the second mate because they keep the
Second
same watch,
officer,
second officer, and then the fourth engineer will keep with the
third
third
officer.
officer, and third engineer will also keep a good relationship with the chief officer because of the boiler pressure and tank cleaning purpose. So I believe it's almost 35 minutes. I think we covered a lot of stuff. I'll be posting this IGTV in my Instagram and also on the YouTube after making it fine tune. Let me see if any other genuine questions. Okay, guys, any other questions? If you have, I'll just wait a few minutes and then we'll call it off. And follow this guy. Follow Clement. In my post, I'll put. He is not after followers. He is a very, I mean, sober and zero ego, zero attitude. One of my favorite guys, I must say. If I
Thank you,
happen to
sir.
call the chief engineer right now, he will also, he will totally agree. By the way, he's on TRF. I think you must be knowing already.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Okay, another question. Doing BTech from Tolani?
Yeah, Tolani is a very good institute, sir. You can do your BTech in Tolani. Tolani is a very, very good institute.
Okay, so you have answered Tolani is good. And finding jobs after doing your GME, suppose if you're non-sponsored, it's difficult, right?
Yeah, it's very difficult, sir. Both the sides, the deck side and engine side, both are flooded now. So both are finding it really very hard to find out job and all, sir. You have to go to Bombay, you have to stay, some people get dodged by agents and all. That is not advisable. But considering their situation, we can't help it, sir. But it is pretty hard now.
All right. So, Clement, thank you so much. Thank you for coming online. Short notice.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, so we are done for the day, I believe. Okay, let me. He's asking my channel name bio. It's in my. All right. So just my YouTube channel link is in my bio. All right. So in my bio, you will get. If you click the link, you will go to the Marine Pilot website. From there, you can come to my YouTube channel. Merchant Tamil, you have any questions? All right. So I think we have covered up most of the things. Just an ETO
Yes,
part,
sir.
we will cover sometime later. I'll get a proper electrical officer for that purpose. But I believe, if you have done your 4 years of electronics and telecommunications,
Electrical, yes. Triple.
then you can do a 4 months conversion course, I believe. There's one course
Yes,
for
sir.
that. Then you do your STCW and join as electrical, what do you call, trainee cadet, electrical cadet.
ETO,
Then
Electric
ET
Training Officer.
cadet. No, you join as a cadet, right? First.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Then you go do your exams. Then you get a COC, and then you join as a ETO, proper ETO officer,
Full-fledged, yes, sir.
full-fledged officer, and that the wages are comparatively good. That's the only rank on board the ship, and that is one of the most important
Most important rank on board ship.
ranks on board the ship. I might have missed in my videos wherein I mentioned of all the ranks, but that is one of the most important ranks,
Most
and
important.
a special video is needed for that. But again, depends on how good you have electrical officer.
Yes, sir.
And from Indian Navy conversion, I have really no idea. Okay, somebody is asking GME. GME is easy to study or what?
No, sir. GME will be little difficult for actually, they are totally different from BE Marine, sir. So they will not have any idea about how the marine side goes. So it will be difficult for them. It depends. That's what it depends on the institute. Like if you're just going to go to an institute which is just explaining you with all books and stuff, it's not going to be easy. But if you go with any practical knowledge or anything where institute gives us hands-on experience, then it is definitely going to be easy for them. But it all depends on the institute, sir. But GME will be a little hard for them, but their basics will be much higher than how we joined the BE. Because they've completed their mechanical, and marine engineering is 80% of mechanical only. So basically, mechanical shouldn't be hard. It depends on the institute, but.
All right, Clement, we'll just call it off. So
Yes, sir.
we'll do live someday again later. If
Sure,
if I
sir,
have some
definitely.
other queries from now, I think we are comfortable as well. So you start, you should also start vlogging. There are many guys. There is one Sailor Success. He is good friend now. He's doing it. He's doing a good job. You should also start it. You have good knowledge and experience. Just start sharing it. Chalo then. I'll just hang up. Thank you for your
Okay,
time.
sir. Take care, sir.
Thank you everybody. Thank you for your time. Thank you for coming live. See you next time.